thing is bright. Oh, let me open it. Yo, 360 subscribers. That's crazy. If you're new here, like, share, subscribe. You know the vibes. Subscribing is free. Yo, this video. Let me tell you about this video. Let me tell you about it. So, I wrote a paper in college, 2014, and when I made my what it was like to grow up without a father video thing, I had thought about this paper. So I'm like, let me make a video about it. I was looking for newer studies and facts and information so that this could be more updated, but I was having a hard time finding new stuff. Doesn't mean it's not true. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the numbers aren't that off for whatever statistics I'm going to read to you. And also, I'm not going to list my sources here. I'm going to list it in the description because it's a lot. And I don't want to have a whole brick of words at the bottom. That's going to be distracting. Disclaimer, I will be mentioning a lot of sexual assault, rape, and etc. If you're not comfortable watching this alone, please watch it with someone. So my main argument again, what is the relationship between absent fathers and sexual assault? Well, first, it starts as a kid. Kids without fathers tend to be more violent than those who come from two-parent household. So let me read to you what I have and then I'll go into detail on it. I figured that'd be best. Kids who exhibited violent behavior at school were 11 times as likely not to live with their fathers and 6 times as likely to have parents who were not married. A study of 1,197 fourth-grade students showed that the boys who came from mother-only households were more aggressive than those who came from mother-father households. 85% of all children who exhibit behavioral disorders come from fatherless homes. So this shows how there's a pain they feel, they're upset about something, perhaps not enough attention, so they seek attention in school. And that's how they get the attention they're missing. Even though it's not the same, it'll never be the same, so they'll keep acting up. Obviously, it doesn't apply to all kids, just to those that in this situation. For the behavioral disorders, this anger can carry on with them into adulthood if they don't get help. This statistic right here, 75 to 80% of rapists with displaced anger come from fatherless homes. Now again, displaced anger, if you may not know what it is, it's when you're angry but you don't know why. Some people never know what's wrong and they don't reflect on their lives. They feel like, oh, well, my childhood was really painful. And that's when, like, you could work on it with someone you trust, a therapist, yourself. Just map it out. What did you go through in life? What are you missing? What would you want? Timeline of events, you know, figure it out. This will help you heal. And you don't want to carry around anger. Like, it's not normal to be angry all the time. Yes, it's normal to feel all these emotions, but it's not okay to just be irritable all the time. Get angry when someone mentions certain things. Like, you need to be able to get over things that bring you out of your happy place. Alright, just to recap, just to try to like make this make sense, because I don't know if that was a lot of information for the moment, but basically it's like boys without a father can develop behavior issues and that will affect him later on in life. It's not taken care of soon enough. They could become murderers, they could become rapists, they could just become socially awkward, they could just have anxiety, they could be abusive with their partners. It could go any way. They could come out fine. You know, I'm not trying to, again, put them in a box. But these numbers, I was just like, I thought that was crazy. Like 75 to 80% of rapists with displaced anger come from a fatherless home. Like, what? So I found that, like, wild. This whole pettiness between partners, like, I just hope all of that stuff ends and, like, I could help you see that it's unnecessary and we don't have to do that. And let me just say something for single moms. For those that work, can you imagine how hard it is? Like, you can't expect the babysitter to do an amazing job just like the mother. Like, you can't, it's not the same. Obviously, shout out to the babysitters out there that are popping, feel me? We love y'all. But again, it's not the same. The kids want what they want. That's just how it is. I have another one. 72% of adolescent murderers grew up without a father. The psychological damage is unavoidable. It's kind of hard to miss. So I hope you get what I'm trying to share with you. I wish there was more studies on this because I feel like This is powerful information, but I don't know if it's enough to prove my point that it's really important to have both parents present, and how we should just stop this single parent shit. Obviously, it's going to be happening. Like I said earlier, it's unavoidable, but a girl could dream for a better future, a better world, right? I think that counts, you know, manifesting or whatever. But yeah, well, now we know about the boys. For girls, they are more prone to sexual assault if they were raised without a father, because, again, I did not say any of this. This is not my opinion. This is gathered from multiple sources, which I'm listing below in the description. Most often, the fatherless girl believes she wants to be loved. They do not have the proper guidance of the male. They don't know how men are supposed to treat them. They might have an idea, but they aren't completely sure. If they are being mistreated, they are prone to continue being mistreated due to the fact that they've always longed for a male figure. Without proper guidance, females may agree to sexual intercourse, even though their pure conscience does not want to have sex. They just want to be loved. Children with both parents are less likely to be sexually assaulted, face mistreatment, and other forms of violence. This could be because of the fact that they have someone to look up to. They would be aware of red flags. They would be aware of how great the relationship is and how they work on things together, so they would know what not to go for. That's what I think. Now, to reflect on this, what I just said, because that was a lot. Obviously, not everyone feels that way. Again, it's not saying all women, okay? I personally can relate to that. I mentioned in my growing up without a father video, so it's just crazy how numerous people can agree with that. I don't know if it's the human instinct or what, but like, it's like our body or our minds know we're supposed to have both parents. Like, I can't even imagine for adopted kids how they feel. Let's try to show more love. Let's be wiser with our choices. Let's be realistic. If we know someone's not good for us, let's find the strength to leave them. Focus on some business ideas for yourself. Make them money. You know, secure a future for you and your future babe. Because you do attract certain things in your life. If you're in a low place, you attract low people. So let's focus on attracting things that are good for us. Things that'll help us grow. The love we believe we deserve is what should we be attracting. Everybody glorifying being single and doing things on their own. And I don't know if things is ever going to go back to how it should be. Because that whole single parent thing, that's something I definitely don't want to repeat in my family history. Like, my sister's married. They've been together for like, what, 8 years? And they have a love story that I could look up to. One thing I appreciate now about this generation is that people are more open to discussing things that bother us, talking about mental health, traumas, triggers. Back when I started Blind Thread, people didn't really want to talk about things. And now it's like common to talk about what bugs us, what's okay, what's not okay, and I'm happy about that. It shows that there's progress and hope for the generations to come. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. See you next Tuesday.